one person online already. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's episode. Harry, there's another person here, right? I'm seeing just one person. Is that you?
Blessing is here, Former is here. We have about 4 persons, right?
Really? Showing just one person.
Use your phone.
So I should get started. I should just. Alright, good evening, everybody. If they're hearing me. Can you hear me? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to today's Video Corner Weekly. Today's episode of Video Corner Weekly. I'm pleased to be your host tonight, your facilitator for tonight. My name is Happiness Chinyere Uhegwu, aka Madam Sense. Yeah, I'll say congratulations to you for making it down here tonight. So the MD is not available at the moment, and that's the reason why I'm sitting in for him. Okay, so on today's episode, we'll be talking about lead conversion, lead generation, and conversion. That's our topic for today. How to generate leads and how to convert them into paying clients. That is what we'll be talking about this evening. Here, I need to know who is here because I want to ask some questions. Okay, please, if you can hear me, kindly type something in the comment section. So I know I'm not talking to myself. Okay, I should connect my laptop to this. So I can see. A minute, please, let me connect my laptop so I can see your comments. Please. Okay. Okay, now this is better. You can see Purity. Purity said, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. You can see Purity. Purity said, good evening, Purity. Welcome to. Okay, Ifoma is here. Chinedu Henry is here. Okay. Ifeoma is here. Chinedu Henry is here. This is better. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to today's episode on. Let me reduce my volume. Sorry, my voice is echoing. Okay. Okay. Sorry for that delay. I can't hear myself. I hope I'm being heard. Okay, welcome guys. Welcome Ifoma. Welcome Purity. Welcome Chinedu here. We hope to have more viewers on today's episode. My name is Happiness Chinere Uhegwu, and I'll be taking us on lead conversion, lead generation and conversion, how to get leads and how to convert them. So before I proceed, I would want to ask, I believe we're all salespeople here. I want to ask rather, what is lead? What is a lead? What is a lead? Please kindly type on the comment section. What is a lead? Salespeople, what is a lead? Are we together? What is a lead? Ifeoma Ogbonna, Purity, Chinedu, what is a lead? Please, I want the section to be interactive. In as much as I can't hear you talk, of which you can hear me, I would want us to interact by, typing on the comment section. That's why I'm using my laptop, so I can be able to see your comments and then have a remark on it. So what is a lead? This is the only way I can know if we are following, so I don't end up speaking to myself. What is a lead? Am I being heard, please? Have they all gone to sleep? Okay, if you can hear me, just type I can hear you. Are we together? Hello? If you can hear me, please just type I can hear you. Seriously. here. There's no one who's on the line. There's no one who is online. Informal purity, please, can you guys hear me? Okay, Manuel said, the lead is a prospect who has indicated interest in your product. Okay, Manuel is here with us. Welcome, Emmanuel. A lead is a prospect who has indicated interest in your product. Okay, please, if you can hear me, just type I can hear you so that I can proceed. Okay, we have 5 people watching now. Okay, I'll just proceed immediately. Okay, only Emmanuel gave me an answer here. Emmanuel said a lead is a prospect who has indicated interest in your product. Okay, Emmanuel, a lead and a prospect are the same thing. Yeah. So that's why I'm asking the question so that we'll get a better understanding. You can either call it a lead or you call it a prospect. You understand? But I prefer calling it a lead. Why? Because a lead will always lead you to your commission. You understand? So that's the reason why I love to use the term lead rather than prospect. Okay, so nice try, nice answer. Well done, Emmanuel. Okay, so I asked the question earlier, who or what is a lead? Okay, so I'll go ahead to answer. A lead is anyone that has a problem that can pay for that problem while you provide solution to that problem. A lead is anyone, I repeat, anyone that has a problem that can pay for solution to that problem of which you as a salesperson, you can give solution to that problem. Now on the real estate sector, you have a lead, he has a problem, he wants to go into real estate investment. Some of them are coming in for residential purposes, some are coming for land banking, some want to come in for, okay, Henry, a lead is a person or organization that has interacted with a brand and could potentially become a customer. Okay, round of applause for Henry. Okay, like I said earlier, a lead, is anyone that has a problem that needs solution and that has the resources to pay for that solution. Then you as a salesperson, you can offer solution to that problem. Listen to the word, anyone that can pay for solution. Now, a lead might be in your phone, the contacts you have. It could be a lead, depends on how you harness it. You get. Don't forget, today's topic is lead generation and conversion. Now, you see some persons, you see them into the street, they are looking for leads. It could be leads, it could be prospect. Like I said earlier, I prefer to call them leads because they always lead the way to my commission. That's why I prefer calling them leads. They are the same thing, a lead and a prospect. Until you convert them into paying client, before you can now say, okay, this lead has been converted to sales. You can now call that person your client. Okay, so is it that you're calling them a lead or you're calling them a prospect? So that is a lead. A lead is anybody that has a problem, that wants solution, that can pay for the solution, while you as a salesperson, you offer solution to them. That is why we are called sales consultants. Now, a lead is the lifeline of every business. Every business needs a lead to survive. No man wants to own a shop and have goods stocked up in the shop and don't want to sell out. Every businessman needs a lead to make sales. So a lead is a lifeline of every business, be it a small scale business, be it a large scale business. A lead is the lifeline, because without leads, no sales can be done. If you don't have somebody interacting with you, to for you to offer solution to them while they give you their money, sales cannot be met. So that's why I say lead is the lifeline of every business. You understand? Now, Alex Hormozin said that it is impossible for you to remain poor with a lead. It is very impossible for you to remain poor with leads in your possession. That's why some companies go as far as running ads to generate leads. That's why you see some marketers going into the streets to market people, to get their contacts, because they need to go outside to see people, to meet with people that has problem, why they proffer solutions to those problems, and then they get paid for their services. That is why the MD will always say, don't look desperate. Don't be in that situation whereby the client knows that, you just want to make that sale so that you can get the commission. No, come from the side of, be a solution person. Come from the angle of, okay, I am giving you solution to your problem. When a man is sick, he goes to the doctor for medication, because he expects that when he gets that medication, in exchange of his money, he's going to get healed, or he's going to feel better. So when you offer solution to your leads, you are on the better side. But when you're coming from the angle of, I just want to earn that commission, they will see you as a desperate person. I've seen clients, when they come for inspection, they tell the account officer, like, I cannot rest now because you are just disturbing me. They have been calling me up, and most of them just want to come, most of them just want to buy from you because you have been a pest on them. But that's not the best way to go about it. The feedback should be, oh, thank you so much for bringing me out, or open me up to this opportunities. Thank you for not making me miss out on the opportunities. You get, because they have come for inspection, they have seen the property, and they can see the future of the property. So now they are glad that they took the bold step of coming out for inspection, not saying, I have come now so I can now breathe. No, sir, you cannot breathe. That is just the starting point. We need to proceed to converting the sales. You understand? So whatever thing we're doing, let us do it to come from the solution aspect of it. So we're going to hit right away to our topic today, which is, first of all, I just wanted to define what a lead is. And I've told you that a lead is the bottom line of every business. And Alex Hormozin said it is impossible for you to remain poor with leads to your possession. Okay, so before we dive down into leads generation, how to generate leads, I would want to ask, as a salesperson, am I being heard? This thing is paused here. Okay, it's not moving. I believe you guys can hear me. Okay, as a salesperson, real estate right now, it's something literally everybody wants to go into it. We have lots of realtors in the industry. I mean, as the day goes by, everybody wants to sell real estate. That's why you see, okay, you can hear me. Our team coordinator was complaining one time that the induction group, the people there are just dormant. They are not saying anything. They are not going out. They are just there. They don't even want to come for the induction section and all of that. And I told her, I said, see, all these things are people that probably their friend came to them and said, real estate is a new deal. I just earned 500k commission. They're like, what? 500k, please, I'm interested. It is very easy to jump on something, but the ability for you to carry on until it start paying you, that's where the work comes in. And average Nigerians don't want to stress themselves. They want quick money. That's why they love Ponzi scheme, where you don't get to work, you just put 100k in the next 2 hours, you're cashing out 300k. But that's not the way to go about it. You want to build sustainable wealth for yourself, you need to put in the work. You need to understand the process that comes with it. So as a salesperson, have you sat down to ask yourself, why am I into sales? Why am I selling real estate? Why? What is your compelling why? Why did you choose to sell real estate? Before now, I used to be a cook. I cook from my kitchen, but currently I don't cook anymore. I could remember when my kids would be like, Mommy, we miss your food, we miss you. I said, oh, don't worry. When I have time, I will do it. I have somebody that does that. You get, I left my food business to do real estate. I have my compelling why. Now, as a salesperson, why real estate? Why did you choose to be a sales consultant? You know, the real estate industry is more than you being a realtor. You get, and that's why here at Rain Realty, we always we separate the realtors from the sales consultant, because a realtor is somebody that sells property. They just go market to you, buy, and most times competitors are even lucky to sell. They might know a friend maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and the friend comes into town and see that, okay, Nkechi is now selling real estate. I trust her. I know her mother. I know her father. I know her brother. I know her family house. Let me buy from her. If anything goes wrong, I know where to run to. Some people make sales that way. But the people that go out to make sales with people that they've not met before, they just meet them on the road, those are the real champs in the industry. Those people that go out, they get a lead and convert them into paying clients. Those are the real MVP, not the ones that sell to their... Now, don't get me wrong, it's not that easy to sell to the people close to you. Most times they might not even believe in you, but the possibility is there, because they feel if anything goes sour, they know where to go to, they know where to run to. Like I had a client that bought the property from me. He came down to my house and said he wants to know my house, because I met him on the road. He said, I want to know your house, I want to know your family, I want to know your kids, just in case anything goes sour. I know where to go to, I know where to come to, I know where to hold on to. You get. So those people that go all out, they meet strangers, they convert them into paying clients, they are really doing it, because it's not easy. So like I said before, why are you a salesperson? Why did you choose to sell real estate? You need to ask yourself that question. I hope you're not in the industry because you heard Amaka just earned 1 million naira and you want to earn 1 million naira. If you're not seeing yourself doing real estate in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, then it is better you opt out now and look for something meaningful to do with your life. Because the truth of the matter is, sales might not come in all the time. You might make one sale to this month and you don't make sales the next month, and then the next 3 months you're hitting billions. I've heard stories of people being in the industry for 1 year, they didn't make any sales, and then the next year they are selling vigorously. It happens. Now I've seen people that they just come into the system, that first week they are making sales. Or some persons, they are not even in the industry. Probably somebody just met them and said, I want the property to buy. And they have one friend that used to advertise real estate on her status, and they link up with the person, and the next thing, boom, they are now a realtor. It is very possible. Now you need to ask yourself, why am I a sales consultant? Why did I choose to sell real estate? Where am I I seeing myself in the next 5 years in this industry? Where am I seeing myself in the next 10 years? Now, if you can be able to define that, then you can now come down and say, okay, this is what and what I am setting for myself as a salesperson. Because as a salesperson, you need to stand with the end in mind. How do I mean starting the end with the end in mind? You need to ask yourself, what is my sales target? Because you cannot just jump into the industry and say you want to sell. Yes, you want to sell. What is your target? What are you pursuing? Because you need to know what you're pursuing, so that you know whether you're supposed to be on your bed from 10 p.m. when you slept till the next 10 p.m. in the morning, 10 a.m. in the morning. You need to know your sales target. You need to know if the sales target is one that can keep you sleeping on the bed for 1 hour, or one that will keep you awake for 10 hours. You need to know your sales target. It's very important. Every month you tell yourself, okay, this is what I want to do at the end of every month. Now, mind you, you not meeting up to targets in a particular month should not discourage you, because it is the number of rejections you get that makes you tough, that makes you stronger. Sales is a very tough profession. Now, mind you, sales is very learnable. Selling is very learnable. Nobody was born to be a salesperson. It's a skill that was acquired. It was learned over time. I didn't know how to sell real estate. All I knew how to do is, I sell food. This is my rate. This is what I sell. I sell at a particular time. I will not compare that time being a salesperson and now. Yes, then I used to sell food, but trying to convince somebody to buy real estate, it takes a whole lot. I was talking to a friend on Monday and he's like, what do you do? I said, I'm a sales consultant. Like, wow, now they talk too much. All these sales people now sabi talk plenty, because it's not easy to convince somebody. It is very tough. That is the truth of the matter. It is very tough, whether you like it or not. That is why you need to buckle yourself and know what you're coming in for. It is survival of the fittest. Haven't you been in a situation whereby you walk up to a lead and you're trying to market to someone, and the person like, what if that other company wey come meet me last week, that place you are entering, another person has entered it. I met a client one time, we were talking, and he told me that they've taken him to that same place. Another person has taken him to our estate for inspection. When I opened my phone, I was showing the video of our gold gate. He said, "Now you be this now." Now I was not asking myself, who could be this person that has taken this man? So every day, one person or the other is being ahead of you, one step ahead of you. That is why you need to up your game. You need to know that it is a tough profession. So it is not for the faint-hearted. That is why I say you need to picture yourself in the next 5 years. Where do you see yourself in the industry? The next 10 years, is this what you really want to do? Is this what you really want to do in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? If you can't get an answer, then it's encouraging that you just step aside and look for something meaningful to do with your life. Because if a business is not going on smoothly, the vehicle is not the problem. It is the driver that is the problem. You see a lot of persons jumping into business. Today they are selling hair. Tomorrow they are selling bag. They will tell you that hair business, money no dey inside though. Forget all those things. There is money in every business. It all depends on how consistent you are and how much of a good driver that you are. So when your business is not going well, it is not the driver that is the problem. It is not the vehicle that is the problem. It is the driver. So you don't need to change the vehicle. You need to change the driver. You need to up your game. You need to go for training. You need to do some research on how to be a better salesperson. Now, first of all, I said you need to know your sales goal. 2024 is coming to an end. What is your sales goal for the year 2024? Now, you may have not have sold from January to this month, October. October is ending today, yeah? It's not a time for you to give up. Like I was talking to the CEO last week, I was sounding some type of way, and she was like, I can't believe you're saying this. You want to give up or something? No, you don't even know what's the next thing that's going to happen. You don't know the next deal you're closing. Just one good paying client can turn the whole thing around. You get, so you need to be ready at all times. So first of all, you need to know your sales goal for the year 2024 in as much as it's coming to an end. Secondly, how many leads do you need to achieve to meet up to that target? Don't forget, it's 16 no to 1 yes. Now you want to close 10 clients in the month of November. October is almost gone. You want to close 10 clients. You want to have 10 paying clients in the month of November. No, you need to speak to 160 persons. That is why I say sales is very tough. Now, a lot of persons opted out of real estate because they felt it's not for them. They felt it's not their thing. They were not born to do real estate. Nobody was born to do real estate. It was learned over time. You understand? So you want to have 10 paying clients. You need to speak to 160 people. 16 people will tell you no. You might just get 1 yes. When you take a coffee to a room, you meet the first person. Sir, do you want coffee or tea? They say, I want tea. You go to the next person, coffee or tea? I want tea. You go to the next person, I don't want coffee. It's not a time for you to feel bad and say, oh, nobody wants my coffee, I'm out of here. It's a time for you to continue the process and make sure you get at least 1 yes. So that is why in sales they say it is 16 no to 1 yes. That is why most times when you're calling up your leads, booking them for inspection, most of them might not pick up. You will have like 300 leads and only 2 has bought, and you'll be asking yourself, why is this thing really for me? It is for you, my brother. The process is not that easy. That is why, this is just the bitter truth. It is not easy. That is why you need to come in tough, because the industry is not for the faint-hearted. So you need to know how many leads you need to speak to in order to achieve that sales target that you have set for yourself. Thirdly, how do you get the leads? Okay, now I want to close 10 clients. I want to close 10 clients. I now know I need to speak to 160 people. I need to speak to 100 people in order to get that 10 clients. Now you need to ask yourself again, where do I get these leads? You cannot sit in your house to get those leads unless you want to do the offline strategy, the online strategy. You don't just lie down on your bed, you wake up, you're not networking, you just want to sit down there and generate leads that's going to pay you. It's not possible. So you ask yourself, where and how can I get these leads? These are questions you need to ask yourself to guide you well. Because as an individual, as a salesperson, you need to let your brain put to work. Your brain needs to work. It needs to be functional. Because if your brain is not functional, even when you go to training, seminars, everything they are saying will just be falling down your head. It will not be retained because your brain cannot be able to even process anything, cannot even be able to do any work. You understand? So you ask yourself, where can I get these leads? Do I need to go to Peter the Lead? Do I need to go to Rupoku? Do I need to go to Oimi Market? Do I need to go to church? Do I need to go to mosque? Just ask yourself those questions. Just sit down and ask yourself those questions. And then fourthly, you need to, how many leads? Okay? Learn to give yourself a margin of safety. Now you want to close 20 million naira sales in the month of November. Deep inside of you, it's 20 million you want to close. Don't just place that target on 20 million. Put it at least 25 million. Because some persons are very good at, when they've been able to meet a particular target, they fall back into their shells and they want to la vida. If your target is 20 million and you've done like 15 million and you're like, okay, I don't arrive, and this man, I've called this man, he did not pick up, I beg, I'll call him much later. But if you know deep down inside of you, you want to achieve 20 million naira, you should be able to give yourself a margin of safety, just in case. Excuse me. At least put it at 25. At the end of the day, you hit 20 million, you know, okay, it's still 5 million to go. Inside of you knew it was 20 million you wanted to make. So learn to give yourself a margin of safety. You get? And in sales, there's no You need to be mentally tough to be a salesperson. You need to be mentally tough. When they tell you no, it's not a time for you to give up. When they tell you no, I'm not interested, it's a time for you to be bold and even ask, may I know why, sir? I mean, the last time I checked, we were talking about you buying this property for your children or for your retirement that is coming soon. May I know the reason why you are opting out so soon? Is this how you want to go? Is this how you want to achieve your goal? You know, it's the time for you to ask questions. And even when they give you answers that, or maybe they say, please don't call me again. If you call me, I'm going to arrest you or stuff like that. It's a time for you to move out to the next person, not for you to beat yourself and say, I took and say this thing won't be for me. So you need to be mentally tough. As a salesperson, you need to be mentally tough. Now we'll be heading down to the lead generation proper. Now there are two ways to generate leads. Number one is the online strategy, and number two is the offline strategy. Yes, two ways to generate leads. Don't forget, we're talking about lead generation and conversion. How to get the lead and how to convert that lead into a paying client. So what are the two ways to generate leads? Number one, let us talk about the offline strategy first. So the offline strategy, is this for me? Am I being heard? Okay. Number one, offline strategy is go to events and network. As a salesperson, it is forbidden that you call yourself an introvert. Like, it's been a while I heard that word though. I used to be an introvert. I used to be one person that if I even happen to be seen in an event or a social gathering, I'll just be to myself. Deep inside of me, when some persons are doing some things, deep inside my head, I want to do it in a particular way. I want to get up from my seat and scatter the place and everybody cheers at me and all, but the morale is not there. So when I came into real estate, everything about being an introvert just died there, and it died for good, because being an introvert, I don't see anywhere it's taking you as an individual. You get. Now I'm one person that when somebody wants to describe me, they be like, you can't. Okay, happiness is life of the party, or happiness is a social person, and all of that. So number one strategy, offline strategy, is go to events. That is why it is called a social event. That is why it is called a social gathering. It is social. You socialize. It's not a time for you to go to event and sit down and cross your leg and be forming galadima. No. It's a time for you to go and network. Go and shake hands. The more hands you shake, the more money you make. Shake hands, introduce yourself, tell the next person sitting close to you what you do for a living, and get to hear what they do for a living too. You don't know whether or not the person needs the solution that you have to offer. You don't even know if the person sitting next to you can even proffer solution to your problem. So go to social events, go to events and network. Last week I went for a show. Last week happened to be my birthday. We went for a show. Meet with people. Don't just be in your house. You're not going to get paid sitting at home, pressing your phone, tying wrapper. It doesn't pay. So the number one strategy is go to events and prospect. Meet with people, shake hands with them, tell them what you do. There's no way you will not get somebody that is interested in what you're doing. Most of the time I meet with people, I tell them I do real estate, they'll be like, oh wow, I've been wanting to get the right plug, to start off my real estate journey. It's possible. I had a meeting with a client today. I met this client when I went out to ShopRite. That was earlier this year. He was having lunch, and I walked up to him and I introduced myself. Like, my name is Happiness. I'm into real estate. Oh, I've been wanting to, do business with the right company, but I've just been skeptical because everybody's just jumping into real estate. Introduce yourself, exchange contacts. So number 2, organize your own event. So this is for organizations. Let's say like Green Realty, organizing their own seminar, people coming in to get impacted. At the end of the day, you're getting their contacts. You now convert them to your salespeople. They now sell your product. This one is for organization. And even as a sales consultant, you can still organize events. Let's say you organize an event and even target the secret to wealth creation. Everybody will be like, wealth creation. Oh, everybody wants to create wealth, generational wealth. The secret to wealth, how would I even put it? The secret to wealth, generational wealth or wealth creation, whichever way. Everybody wants to turn up and even hear what you have to say. Before you know, you start selling your business to them. They will have no option than to buy. You understand? Number 3, compelled to speak at events or be visible. Before shared the story with us while I was in one of his training sections. He shared the story. He said there's this a billionaire he has been wanting to meet with. So he saw the guy posted something on his social media account that he was going for an event. So what he did was he wrote the organizers of the event that he would want to be an MC to the event for free. Now they had to go through his social media handle and check his capability, what he can do and all of that, and then get to find out that okay, this person is good, he's a good talker, he's a great talker. So lo and behold, he was the MC to the event, and then he started talking, cracking people up. Pofu is a very funny person. When he's teaching, you don't have any option than to laugh. The way he laughs will even make you to laugh. So while he was doing his thing, and they're like, wow, you're really good at what you do. So this is not what I do. What I do is that I'm a sales coach. You understand? He started advertising himself, started advertising his brand. I'm a sales coach. I help organizations. I train their staffs. And that man was sitting down there. That was how he was able to get the contact for free. This is something he has been struggling to get over time, but he couldn't achieve it. But just coming to speak at that event, he tried to make himself visible. Most times you go for events like that, you after the stand up and ask a question, make yourself visible. You don't know the next person that is even watching at you. When you go to events, it's not a time for you to sit down. You will not even turn back to even see who is sitting at your back. Stand up, ask a question. Even if you understand that thing that they've said, ask a question. Let your voice be heard. Let your face be seen. Let people even get to know that okay, Madam Sess was in that building. I can't go to a place and don't become noticed. I will go back to that place again. Thank God I'm even one person that if I enter a place, if my height does not catch your attention, maybe I will do something that will catch your attention. So it is wrong to go to events and don't become noticed. Make yourself visible because you're a salesperson. You need this contact. You get then number 4, leverage influencers. Ask people that has large network to help advertise your products. I know how many people that have pleaded with overtime to help me post my flyers on their status. And the truth be told, I've gotten leads from that, that little ad that was even done for me by my friends. Now imagine you're having Tunde Ednor as your friend. You're asking Tunde Ednor to help advertise your product. You definitely get something out of it. So if you can even have money to pay those influencers, pay them. Let them help talk about your product. Look at what's it called? Somebody like, okay, I saw Wari Pikin one time talking about real estate. She's a comedian. She doesn't have any business to do with real estate. She's not a realtor. But she was paid to do it, and a lot of persons will buy real estate simply because Warri Pikin has talked about real estate. So if you can pay influencers to talk about your product, pay them to talk about your product. That is an offline strategy of generating leads, good quality leads. Number one, I said you go to events and socialize, network. Number two, organize your own events. Number three, compel or speak in an event. Don't be quiet. Make sure you speak or make yourself visible in an event. Number four, leverage influencers to advertise your products. People that has a large network, they should just post it. I have this content, I've been begging this person, and even said, don't worry, when I go make, I will pay you so that you go post my product. Because their contacts feel, okay, they know this person or they trust this brand. That is why they're even putting it up on their status. So if you can pay influencers to talk about your product, please go ahead, pay them and let them talk about your products. Now, number five, which happens to be the last offline strategy, client referral. Ask your clients to refer you to their contacts. I had a client that bought Goldgate from me. Just one day he called me and said, please, where are you? I'm giving your number to somebody. I've asked him before now to help me, since he had already trusted the brand, he has put his money with us. I said, please, can you refer me to your contact, or was my service, the service I rendered to you, was it not okay? He said, no, it's okay. I said, so why don't you want your friends to benefit from what you benefited? You understand? You want to enjoy the whole glory. Share the goodness, that everybody can tap from it. So he actually gave my number to somebody. So always ask your clients, and mind you, you need to be able to give a good service, a good customer service to that client. Not the client that you've abandoned for months after closing deal. You never went back to even appreciate the client, to even know how the client is fending, know how the economy is treating the client. You now call the client and say, refer me. My brother, there might be no referral from that call. No. You need to have a good customer relationship with your clients. Like the boss will always say that client has paid that money, that is not the end of the road for you and that client. You need to keep building that relationship. Like I was talking to the CEO last week, she was telling me how she had this client that bought over 120 million naira property from her. She said she knows the client, she knows the wife, she knows the children, she knows down to their house. So if this client is talking about her, everybody in the family knows. And he has been able to refer his friends to her. So that's the last offline strategy. Ask for referrals from your clients. Now let's head down to the online strategy. The online strategy, number one, you can launch a podcast, because you need to be visible in the eyes of people to believe what you're doing. Many of you have seen the videos I do over time. Funny enough, when people call me and be like, Madam Sense, I dey see your videos, I'll be like, where? I dey see you now, I dey see you for Facebook, I dey see you for Instagram, I dey see you. You get, one time I was out with a colleague, and somebody was looking at me like, you look familiar. Then my colleague told the person, it's possible, she's a celebrity. I said, celebrity what? I was like, if you don't see you for TV, for Facebook or something, you understand? So imagine you have a podcast talking about real estate. Make it educative. People are joining in, people are tuning in, to get value. Those people that are coming in now to listen to your podcast, they are getting educational tips. You are giving them tips, security tips to their investment. Why would they not trust the process? Why would they not trust your products and even buy from you? So that's one way to generate leads online. We've talked about the offline part. Online, that's another way to generate leads. Free leads. You're not running any ads, or you're not paying money for it. Just because you've been able to dish out educative content to your viewers. Even if your viewers are not in a position to buy, they can tell somebody, there's this lady, I used to join in her podcast section. She used to talk about real estate. She's well experienced, so she will tell you things to look out for when buying real estate. You've been able to convert that person. You've been able to generate leads free of charge. All you need to do is just keep dishing out content. So that's number one online strategy of generating leads. Number two is start a newsletter. Send out newsletters. I don't know how many of us usually receive that newsletter from the Win Realty. When you send out educative things out to people, they will know that, okay, this person is experienced. This person knows her onion. Why will I not buy from this person? So before you even head out to, the offline part of it is quite easy. It has to do with, your strengths. You come out, you go for events, no lele. You organize your own event. Mind you, before you even organize your own event, you need to know what it takes. You need to know what you are doing in that event. You speak in an event. You ask influencers. It's the work there, it's not much compared to the online strategy, because now you are meeting with people that you don't even know them. You're meeting with high intellectuals. The only way you can convert them is when you dish out enough value that is engaging, that is able to compel them to say, okay, I think I'm convinced. I think this person has been able to convince me enough. Let me even buy from this person. You understand? So that is the online strategy of lead generation. And then we know, thirdly, the popular one, which is the paid ads. I know that's what a lot of us know, paid ads. When we talk about online strategy, you think it's just paid ads. No, you can generate leads during a podcast. You can generate leads, sending out newsletters. Generate leads by running paid ads on Facebook, Instagram. You get leads, people that you don't know from anywhere, just because they interacted with your post. They'll be able to submit their details, and then you now start calling them to follow them up. So that is how to get good quality leads. The boss has taken us on a class one time about how to run ads. Now anybody can run ads, but it's for you to get the right target audience. There was a time I ran ads, and the contact I was getting, the leads I was getting was Hausa people. This one will tell you I'm in Katsina, I'm in Kaduna. It's a mistake. Only me on my own knew that this lead is not going to lead me to anywhere. I just had to delete the whole contact. So you need to know how to run the right leads to target the right audience. Our MD, Mr. Maximus, is very good at it. So if it's something you want to do, so it's not free. Gone are the days he used to train us on this for free. So you want to get good leads from paid ads. Mr. Maximus is very good at it. Okay, so we're done with leads generation. We're going to be diving into how to convert these leads to paying clients. How do you convert these leads? How do you lead them to lead you into your commission? Okay, so number one, you need to present your product to them. Yes, you need to make them know what you are selling. You need to make them know that you have solution to their problem. So we don't have much time. I think we're 1 hour gone already. The class is supposed to end for 1 hour, right? 45 minutes. Yeah. Okay. I sure we will not do it. We will not continue next time. Okay, we'll continue next time, right? Okay. My other here said my time is up. So okay, the class is supposed to last for 45 minutes and it's 1 hour already, so I've eaten into 50 minutes of your time. So I think we'll need to continue this next week, Thursday. So we talked about the conversion part of leads, and next week we're going to talk about we talked about the generation part of leads, how to generate good quality leads. So next week we're going to talk about how to convert these leads into paying clients. Yes. So thank you so much. Don't forget that sales. Okay, let me just give us a tip of what we'll talk about next week. So getting leads is just half the bottle. You understand that you've gotten it does not mean you've arrived. Oh. Where the real wine is in the conversion. You get lead does not mean you have arrived. You want to arrive is when you close that leads, when you convert them into paying clients. So that's what we're going to be talking about next week Thursday, same time, same venue, here on Billion Corner Weekly with Madam Sense. So I'm going to be taking that section up again. Yeah, so you want to continue this class, join us next week Thursday. I don't know if anybody has any question, any contribution, or what stood out for you. Do well to share with us here before we call it a day. Don't forget I defined what the lead is. I said the lead is anyone that has a problem, that needs solution, and that can pay for the solution. Now you are the salesperson, that's where you come in, because you offer solution to problems like that. And I also said that it is impossible for you to remain poor with leads in your possession. Yeah. So what I'm leaving with you guys tonight is ask yourself this question: why am I into sales? Why am I selling real estate? What is my sales target? What do I, who and where do I need to go? How many leads do I need to get to meet up the sales target? Where do I get this leads? Which of the events do I need to go to in order to get these leads? This is what you should ask yourself as an individual. It's going to guide you through so that you don't get burnt out at the end of the day. Alright, thank you so much, guys. Is anybody saying anything? Okay, I love your smile. Oh, sorry, you're late. Blessing, Mereni. Yeah, the training is usually 9 p.m. because of time. If you notice, I'm still here at the office. Yeah, so we decided to start by 8 so we can be able to leave on time. My kids are already calling. I need to go and answer. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Look, any question, anything, any contribution, what stood out for you? Madam Gloria is here. Oh. She glows co-host. Welcome, ma. Thank you for joining us today. Peace out to you, ma. This is a sales guru. She's a sales machine in the industry. She's a sales machine. She sells anything sellable. Alright. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Victory Jackson.
How you doing?
Alright, thank you, guys. Good night. See you next week, Thursday.